Welcome to English Box, Easy English with Julia and Tom. This channel is here to help you build English into your daily life, step by step, without pressure. I'm Julia, and I'm really glad you're spending this time with us today.
And I'm Tom. This is a calm, friendly space for busy people who want to practice real English through natural conversation.
First, we want to say thank you to everyone listening right now. If you pressed play, it means you're making time for English, and that really matters.
Yes, learning English takes patience. Some days it feels smooth, and other days your brain is just overwhelmed.
Exactly. That's why podcasts like this work so well. Small practice adds up. Consistency beats intensity. You don't need hours, just a few minutes a day. You can listen, relax, and learn naturally, even when you're tired or doing something else.
In our podcast, we speak slowly and clearly so you can practice English while cooking, commuting, walking, or relaxing before sleep.
Today's topic is something most of us look forward to all week: weekends.
Yes, weekends are when alarms are off and unwinding plans suddenly sound amazing.
Very true. Some people love busy weekends. Others love doing absolutely nothing and calling it me time.
In this episode, we'll talk about what we usually do on weekends, how we relax, and how weekends help us rest and recharge.
We'll also share useful words and expressions so you can talk about your weekends in daily conversations, simply and naturally.
And if you don't understand everything the first time, that's completely okay. Learning happens little by little.
If you stay with us until the end, you'll feel more confident talking about your weekend habits, plans, and preferences in English.
Before we start, if you enjoy learning English through calm, real conversations, please like this episode and subscribe to the channel.
Your support helps us keep creating practical English for everyday life. So, get comfortable and let's begin today's episode about weekends together. Weekend routines and habits. So, Tom, let's start simple. What do you usually do on the weekend?
Honestly, I usually relax at home. I watch something, take a nap, and try not to think about work.
Sounds very peaceful. So, you prefer staying at home on weekends?
Yes, definitely. Home is quiet, and I need rest after a busy week. What about you, Julia? Do you also prefer staying at home, or do you like going out?
Actually, I'm the opposite. I usually like going out on weekends.
Really?
Yes, during the week I sit a lot and stay indoors. So on weekends, I want to move my body and change my environment. I often meet friends, go to cafes, or walk around the city. It helps me feel more active and refreshed before Monday.
That makes sense. So weekends help you recharge, just in a different way.
Is your weekend busy or relaxing, Tom?
Relaxing. Very relaxing. Sometimes too relaxing. I try not to plan much. I just follow my mood. How about you, Julia? Is your weekend busy or relaxing?
It's a bit busy, but in a good way. I choose my plans, so it doesn't feel stressful. When I plan something fun, like meeting friends or exploring a new place, I feel energized, not tired. So even though my weekend is active, it still helps me relax mentally. Do you wake up early or sleep in on weekends?
I sleep in. Always. On weekdays, I wake up at 7. On weekends, my alarm clock also takes a vacation. What about you? Do you sleep in too?
Not really. I usually wake up earlier on weekends.
Earlier? On purpose?
Yes, on purpose. Because weekends feel special to me. I don't want to waste the day. When I wake up early, I have more time to enjoy my free time. Slow breakfast, coffee, a walk, or a calm start before going out.
Wow. Very disciplined.
Only on weekends.
Last question. Is your weekend very different from your weekdays?
Yes, very different. Weekdays are structured and busy. Weekends are flexible and personal. I decide what I do, when I do it, and who I do it with. That freedom is what makes weekends special for me.
So listeners, you can hear two different styles.
Tom relaxes at home. I like going out. Both are normal. Both are good.
The important thing is using simple English to talk about your habits.
For example, I usually stay home on weekends, or I often go out and meet friends.
One sentence is enough.
And your weekend style is perfect, as long as it works for you. Weekend preferences. Tom, do you prefer weekends alone or with other people?
I usually prefer weekends alone. After a busy week, I need quiet time to recharge.
I'm the opposite. I love weekends with other people. Seeing friends or family gives me energy. Even a simple coffee or dinner makes the weekend feel alive. If I stay alone too long, I start talking to my plants. Do you usually meet friends or family on weekends?
I usually meet family on weekends. We have calm meals and easy conversations, and I really enjoy that quiet time together. I don't need big plans. Just being with people I'm close to is enough.
I meet friends a lot. Sometimes it's planned, sometimes very spontaneous. One message turns into a whole evening. I say I'll be home early, and then I'm not. What's your favorite weekend activity?
Honestly, doing very little. Reading, walking, and resting. That's perfect for me.
I like moving, walking around the city, trying new cafes, or just being out. It helps me clear my head and feel connected. Resting is nice too, but only after I've done something. Tom, do you plan your weekends or decide last minute?
I plan a little. When I know what's coming, I feel more relaxed.
I'm more last minute. If the weather is nice or someone calls, I change everything. My plans are flexible, very flexible. Last question. Do you prefer active weekends or lazy weekends?
Lazy weekends. Rest helps me feel balanced for the next week.
I prefer active weekends, but I've learned something. If I don't rest at all, I feel tired on Monday. So now I try to mix both.
That sounds like a very healthy answer.
I'm still practicing. Weekends and balance. Let's talk about something a little deeper now. Balance. Tom, why do you think weekends are important?
I think weekends are important because they give us time to rest and reset. Without them, every week would feel the same, and that's a fast road to burnout.
I agree. In my opinion, weekends remind us that life isn't only about work. They help us slow down and remember our priorities. Do you usually feel rested after the weekend?
Most of the time, yes. If I keep my weekends simple, I start Monday feeling calm.
It depends for me. If my weekend is too busy, I need another weekend to recover. But when I balance rest and fun, I feel much better. Do you ever work or study on weekends?
Sometimes. I try to keep it short, though. A little work is okay, but too much ruins the weekend.
Same here. I don't mind doing small tasks, but I try not to let work take over. My weekend time is still my personal priority time. How have your weekends changed over time?
They're very different now. Before, I wanted busy, exciting weekends. Now I prefer quiet ones.
Me too, just in a different way. I still like activities, but I listen to my body more. When I was younger, I said yes to everything. I also took on extra side jobs. Now I choose what really matters. Last question. What would your ideal weekend look like?
My ideal weekend is simple. Good sleep, slow mornings, a long walk, and no alarms at all.
Mine has a mix. time with people I love, time alone, good food, and enough rest to feel ready for the week. And yes, absolutely no alarms.
That sounds like a perfect balance.
That brings us to the end of today's episode. Today, we talked all about weekends, from daily routines and personal preferences to balance, rest, and how we recharge for the week ahead.
And remember, speaking well doesn't mean speaking perfectly. When you talk about familiar topics like your weekends, English feels more natural and much less stressful.
Before we finish, let's quickly review some useful vocabulary we covered today, including a few slightly more advanced words. First, routine. A routine is something you do regularly. For example, my weekend routine is very simple.
We also used relax, which means to rest and feel calm. Example, I relax at home on Sunday afternoons.
Another useful phrase is sleep in, which means to wake up later than usual. Example, on weekends, I like to sleep in.
We talked about free time, which is time when you don't have work or study. Example, I use my free time to read or walk.
A more interesting word we used is spontaneous. Spontaneous means you don't plan something, you decide in the moment. For example, our weekend plans are very spontaneous.
We also practiced prefer, which helps you talk about choices. Example, I prefer lazy weekends to busy ones.
And finally, we talked about recharge. Recharge means to get your energy back. Example, quiet weekends help me recharge.
Now it's your turn to practice. Try saying 1 or 2 simple sentences about your weekends.
You can say them out loud or write them in the comments. Small practice really adds up. For example, I prefer spontaneous weekends.
If you enjoy learning English through calm, natural conversations like this, please like this episode and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us keep creating lessons for busy learners like you.
Thank you for spending this time with us. Be patient with yourself, trust your progress, and keep practicing, one real sentence at a time.
We'll see you in the next episode.